Greetings all and welcome back to the channel. This week's album rankings, I'm going to be ranking the top 10 best metal albums of 1984. That is just my personal pick. If you have your own, please feel free to share them on the comment section below. Follow me on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell and you'll get new videos. So let's get down with the countdown. The Twisted Sister record, Stay Hungry, kicks off this list at number 10. The album is noted for the hit singles We're Not Gonna Take It and I Wanna Rock. Eventually, the album achieved multi-platinum status in the United States with more than 3 million certified copies by 1995. Metal Rules ranked the album number 5 on their list of top 50 glam metal albums. In 2016, Loudwire ranked the album at number 6 on their list of the top 30 hair metal albums. And in 2017, Rolling Stone listed the album at number 76 on its list of 100 greatest metal albums of all time, as most of the songs were written by Dee Snider, the founding member and lead singer of the group. Alright, what's next? At number 9 is Ratt's debut record, Out of the Cellar, released on February 17th, 1984. It would be the first Ratt album to be produced by Beau Hill, the first of 4. This album contained the hits Round and Round, Wanted Man, and Lack of Communication. Also, there's a song called Back for More on there as well. The song Wanted Man was co-written by original bassist Joey Cristofanilli, who briefly substituted for Juan Croucier. There are original lyrics on Juan Croucier's website for She Wants Money and Lack of Communication. As of this recording, it reached the Billboard 200 at number 7 and went triple platinum. Probably Ratt's second best down behind Invasion of Your Privacy. Next, Metallica's Ride the Lightning takes the 8th position. It is Metallica's second studio record, released on July 27th, 1984. The band self-produced the record along with Flemming Rasmussen, a Danish producer. Recording in Copenhagen, Denmark, by the way, so along with Mark Whitaker. Notable songs were Creeping Death, Fade to Black, Ride the Lightning, and Fight Fire with Fire, along with the closing instrumental track, The Call of Cthulhu, dedicated to H.P. Lovecraft. I don't know what the fuck. But the title was taken from the passage of a Stephen King novel, The Stand, in which a character uses the phrase to refer to execution by the electric chair. It was re-released after they signed with Elektra Records, and they sold millions and millions of records since then. Next, Dokken's Tooth and Nail takes the 7th spot at number 7. Released on September 14th, 1984. It was the first studio album to feature bassist Jeff Pilson after Juan Croucier departed to join Ratt. The album was at first produced by Tom Werman, but then later on produced by Roy Thomas Baker. The song was noted for the hits Alone Again, Into the Fire, Just Got Lucky, and it went platinum in the United States, reaching the top 50 on the Billboard 200. Next, at number 6 is Dio's second studio record, The Last in Line, released on July 2nd, 1984. The Last in Line would be certified gold 2 months after its release, and was the first Dio album to be certified platinum, which achieved that feat nearly 3 years after the album's release, February 3rd, 1987. In 2005, The Last in Line was ranked 372 in Hard Rock Magazine's book of the 500 greatest rock and metal albums of all time, which I think is a crime in its own right. The most notable songs were The Last in Line, We Rock, Mystery, and Egypt, The Chains Are On. Next, Whitesnake's Slide It In makes the top 5 at number 5. It was released separately. It was first released in Europe on January 30th of 1984, March 23rd, 1984 in Japan, and in North America it was released on April 16th, 1984. Produced by legendary Iron Maiden producer Martin Birch. This was where Whitesnake peaked in the United States as far as success rate goes. The album peaked at number 9, marking their 4th top 10 appearance in the UK. In the US, it peaked at number 40 at the Billboard 200 charts. It would be certified double platinum along the ways. The songs that stood out were Guilty of Love, Give Me More Time, Standing in the Shadow, Love Ain't No Stranger, and Slow and Easy. Next, at number 4 is Judas Priest's Defenders of the Faith. Released on January 13th, 1984. Produced by Tom Allom, a longtime Judas Priest producing collaborator. It is known for the hits Free Wheel Burning, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, and Love Bites. There was also another song in there called Night Comes Down, which was one of my favorites. Since its release, Judas Priest's Defenders of the Faith went platinum, and in the United States, it made the round of the top 20. Next, at number 3 is Iron Maiden's 5th record, Power Slave, released on September 3rd, 1984. Now, I talked about this album in great length last week when I ranked a lot of the Iron Maiden studio records. The hits that stood out were 2 Minutes to Midnight and Aces High. I also like the song The Flash of the Blade. But the one song that was so long, it kind of bored me for a while, was the retelling of Samuel Taylor Coleridge's The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which clocked in at 13 minutes and 45 seconds. That would be surpassed about 30 years later when The Book of Souls was released, and they had an 18-minute epic called Empire of the Clouds. Iron Maiden's Power Slave remains my second favorite Iron Maiden record of all time. Next, as at number 2 is Scorpions' Love at First Sting, released in March of 1984, produced by Dieter Dierks. It became the group's most successful album in the United States, where it peaked at number 6 on the Billboard 200 chart in 84, and went double platinum by the end of the year, reaching triple platinum status in 1995. The standout songs were like Rock You Like a Hurricane, which reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart that same year. Still Loving You reached number 64 in the same chart, number 14 in Germany, their home country. And there was also Big City Nights and Bad Boys Running Wild, which were also standout tracks as well. Next, we now reach number 1. Number 1 is Van Halen's 1984. Released on January 9th, 1984. Produced by Ted Templeman, longtime producer of the group. 1984 was well received by music critics. It reached number 2 on the Billboard 200 and remained there for 5 weeks, kept off the top spot by Michael Jackson's Thriller, on which Eddie Van Halen made a guest performance on. 1984 produced 4 singles, including the standout song, their hit single, Jump, which was Van Halen's only number 1 single on the Billboard Hot 100. The top 20 hits, Panama and I'll Wait, and the MTV favorite Hot for Teacher. The album was certified diamond by the Recording Industry Association of America in 1999. We're selling 10 million records. Arguably Van Halen's most successful record to date. So here is a quick recap of the list of this week's album ranking series. The best metal albums of 1984 picked by me. My own personal opinion. Like I stated before, you can feel free to agree to or disagree. Drop a comment in the comment section below. This has been Joe Lum, JCP 1977. I'll see you next Sunday with another episode of Album Rankings.
Don't you believe it?